It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, say does that start?
The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Lee in at the 5 down low. Now here's Leonard. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game. And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin. Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here's Green. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And Parker, here we go. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
To the inside, here's Hood, and that comes off the assist by Exum.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Hayward up top. Nice ball movement by Utah.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Parker dishes to Leonard. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yes, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Exum passes to Hood. Gobert the screen. Here's Hood. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. And Utah again with the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Lee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Back to Green. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good for Green.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Hayward against Leonard. Shoots. Hayward can hit.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Hayward against Leonard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now here's Hayward. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Hood, guarded by Green. Feeds to Exum. Puts it up from 12. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Exum's got his first bucket of the night. San Antonio leading. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Gobert following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Inside. Shots good by Lyons.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Parker. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Leonard, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Leonard brings the double team. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Hayward's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
At the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Gasol with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. And Leonard gets it to go.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
To the inside, Lyles, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw's good, Lyles. The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Parker. 5 points in the game. It's hauled in by Bogut.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Let's take a look now at some of the teams that have been blocking shots by the truckload since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Spurs. 5th, the Jazz.
And guys, how about the defense we've seen here in the painted area from both of these clubs in the second half of the season? The block numbers are really off the charts.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in. Aldridge left side. San Antonio again missing. Jazz have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Nato, Green with the rebound. And San Antonio shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one. 57% from the field. Nato, he's covered by Leonard. Hood kicks to Burks. To the middle. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Parker with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. The feed to Burks. Nato covered by Parker. No good with the layup.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Bogut with a screen on Leonard. Burks kicks to Hibbert. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. Burks with the steal. And now Utah, fast break. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Burks has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Hill, he's checked in for Utah. Now Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And Gasol, here we go. Here's Simmons. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Simmons got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Kicks it to Burks. Off the pick. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And Simmons kicks to Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And a fast break now for the Spurs. And that one's good. Simmons. And it's a 6-point San Antonio lead.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Spurs on defense. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Here's Burks. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Jazz have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
7 seconds left here in the first quarter. The pass to Bertens. 1 second left, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Spurs up 5. And the second quarter will be on the way. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint, and some of that
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Lyles. And it's Exum in at the 1. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Simmons. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Lee. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Mills. He's got 6. They set the pick. Here's Bertanis. Good on the three-point shot. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Exum kicks to Hayward. San Antonio with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Lyles, the tray, and Gordon Hayward with the 3. Hayward's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Picked by Lee. Mills dishes to Lee. Here's Simmons. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Hood's checked in for Alec Burks. Here's Hood. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Shots good by Lyles.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And Lee with the stuff.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Jazz trail by 8. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Lyles and stolen by Aldridge. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Kept alive. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Now here's Exum. Nice shot by Gobert.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Cannot hit. Hayward with some nice D. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Lyles. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Now, here's Exum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
Off the inbound. And the rejection by Leonard.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Exum. Rebound by Tony Parker.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Tony Parker drops them both. And Utah has possession. They trail by 11. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Gobert with a screen for Hayward. The offensive rebound, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Pau Gasol is checked in for Lee.
In for the Spurs, Pau Gasol.
Hood kicks to Exum. He feeds it to Hayward. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Now here is Aldridge. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And he was terrific in that game. Defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night. And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Jazz trail by 10. Nato covered by Parker. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker leading the charge. That's good. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Jazz second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
For the Jazz, Hibbert comes in for Lyles, and George Hills subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Spurs leading by 10. Parker outside. Pass to Gasol. And the wide open shot from Green. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Aldridge. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's Hood. Shot clock at 6. Sweet little floater. Hood's got 6.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
San Antonio's gone 7 of 9 on 3-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Here's Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 12. Nato covered by Parker, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Mills, who's checked in for San Antonio.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your Jazz Dancers.
And San Antonio has possession. Aldridge a screen. Mills passes to Aldridge. Goes up to the stripe. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And Hibbert with the block. Hill against Aldridge. Hood dishes to Hibbert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hibbert with the screen. Hill kicks to Hibbert. Passes to Hood. 5 to shoot. Leonard brings the double team. Gasol with the steal. The finish. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
1:46 left in the second quarter. Nato. And off the glass. That one's good.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
San Antonio leading by 12. Gasol on the high post. Somehow missed. This is the one-handed flush.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Alec Burks checked in for Rodney Hood.
Coming on the floor for your Jazz, Alec Burks.
1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Shots good by Mills.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Bogut. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Hibbert with a screen for Hill. 4 on the clock. Baseline J on the way. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Hill, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Hill's got his first bucket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs lead by 17.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lobster. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands. Or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Anderson. Pau Gasol is out there with Mills, and it's Bertsinus in at the 4. And out of bounds. As Utah gains possession.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Gordon Hayward. His last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
The numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how Utah ranks league-wide. 2nd in opponent shooting percentage, 3rd in opponent points per game, and they also show up top 5 in block shots.
And they've been outstanding defensively, as you can see from that ranking in opponent field goal percentage. They get after it and make everything a challenge.
The 3 from Mills. Bertsinus, defended by Hayward. Here's Bertsinus. The three-pointer is right on target. He has 6.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Now, here's Exum. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Hayward passes to Lyles, and Gasol sends it back. And they're able to recover. Second shot opportunity. They get it back. The dish to Hood for the 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Bertsinus, the pass to Mills. It's Anderson with the drive. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this 3rd quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
They get the rebound. Gobert. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. The Jazz have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Both good from the line that time. San Antonio leading by 12. Parker outside. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 6 points for Aldridge.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
And the Jazz call time here.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
Here's Lyles. And the rejection by Leonard. They get it back. They get it back. On its way from Hayward for 2. Hayward missing again.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And Parker with the basket on the assist from Leonard. And it's 9 points for Parker.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Hayward from outside, and he gets the bucket. Hayward's got 16 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Leonard attacking, lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Exum. The three-pointer, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
He kicks it to Hood. There's a screen. The pass to Lyles. Now here's Exum, covered by Parker, and the shot is good. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Parker dishes to Lee. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And that one's good. Aldridge has got 8 points.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
San Antonio leading by 14. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Rebounded by Exum. Utah has gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. And he gets it to go. Hood's got 5 points now this quarter.
Worked that one inside nicely.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 8 points and 3 denied. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill, too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. Jazz trail by 14. And here's Exum. Gobert the screen. Exum kicks to Burks. Here's Wiles. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Dishes to Leonard. Parker sets the screen for Leonard. Off the pick. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Leonard. And that's now 11 points for Parker.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Pass to Wiles. Lets the 3 fly, and the shot is good.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
We always like to break down the league leaders at their respective positions, so check out this group of small forwards with the highest field goal percentages since All-Star. Kawhi Leonard on top.
And when you've got a player like him who can shoot that efficiently on the perimeter, it gives you a remarkably dependable option every time down the floor.
Boy, does it ever. I mean, he's a marksman from anywhere on the court. And it doesn't hurt that he works nonstop to get himself open either. I mean, he's constant motion out there.
Spurs leading by 8. Right side, Green. Lee outside. Outside, Green. Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Jazz.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Pass to Wiles. Burks in the corner. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. The Spurs have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And that one's good. Parker.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
They get the rebound. Gobert can't hit.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Burks the pass to Hayward. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hayward's got 18 points in the game.
no doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Aldridge's shot is good, and the Spurs lead by 10.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
And the Jazz call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, over that last break, I listened to Utah's head coach address his team. Hayward was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nato covered by Mills. To the middle. No good from Bogut.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Jazz making a change here. Hill's checked in.
George Hill.
1:14 left in the third. Nato covered by Mills. Nato. Anderson with the block. And a fast break now for the Spurs.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And let's check out the numbers for Gasol. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 9, just over 2 blocks and 4 rebounds. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
Yes, he's a Brahma bull inside, let me tell you that. I mean, when he starts bucking, just get out of the way.
The Jazz with another miss.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Mills dishes to Gasol, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Jazz trail by 14. For Utah, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. First one falls for him.
Utah. George Hill. At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Hill. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Bertens. Right wing. And Anderson kicks to Mills. Feeds it to Simmons. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Jazz ball.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Hayward, right side. It's tipped. Here's Mills. Off the mark. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And San Antonio has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Bogut out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Hood in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Nato plays it up and banks it in.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Here's Parker outside Gasol. He dishes it to Aldridge. Utah with the rebound. Lyles got his 6th rebound on the night. The feed now to Hood. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Spurs leading by 8. Here's Parker. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Tremendous output for Parker. He's got 13 points and 7 assists. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, I love the unselfishness and then also the tremendous focus that's been on display.
The Jazz making a switch here. Exum's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here, too. Lee's checked in for Pau Gasol. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop, all alone. It's deflected. Now, here's Exum, covered by Parker. Poked away. In transition, here come the Spurs. Leonard with the ball, and that one's good. Simmons.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Burks kicks to Hood. He feeds it to Burks. There's the triple, and he gets the bucket. Parker with it. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Picked by Lee. Parker drives in. 2nd chance shot. Up top, Leonard. Burks covering. Leonard kicks to Parker. Outside Aldridge. Expanding his range. Rebounded by Hood. Jazz trail by 9. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shots good by Lyons.
You know, maybe save that fadeaway move for when he really needs it.
For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of this is just the one make. Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Aldridge. Gobert with the block. Here's Hood. To the wing on the left. Here's Burks. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now Parker. Kicks it to Leonard. There's the dish to Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good again that time.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Exum kicks to Burks. And the pass to Gobert. Now, here's Exum. Defense is right there. The 11-footer. Rebound by Lee.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
There's the pick. Here's Exum. Rebound San Antonio. Parker's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And here's Leonard from 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Aldridge. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Gobert the screen. Here's Hood. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul. At the line for your Jazz, Rodney Hood.
That free throw good from Hood.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Daniel Green. He's checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Lee outside. Green dishes to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Alec Burks. Now, here's Exum. Here's Lyles. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Spurs leading by 6. Parker outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Dishes to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Fades back. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Lyles, covered by Lee. Good. Lyles got 25 points.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Pass to Aldridge. Puts up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got assist number 8 now on the night. Jazz trail by 7. And here's Exum. Here's Hood. Pass to Exum. Shot from the wing. And the shot no good, a bit short. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Top of the key. Aldridge, no luck. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Hayward outside. 3-pointer. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's off from 3-point range. Utah shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. And that one's good.
Yeah, great post position. That's going to be key here in crunch time.
Spurs leading by 5. Parker with it. Passes to Lee. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Utah calls timeout. Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told his team to keep looking for 3-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Gobert. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 10 points for Rudy Gobert. San Antonio calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. The Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Parker passes to Aldridge. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Aldridge has got 19 points.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Gobert, the screen. Now Exum. Gobert with a screen on Parker. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wiles, and it's sent back by Aldridge. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Utah with the ball. 7-point differential. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. .137 left here in the fourth quarter. Gobert, the screen. Here's Exum.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there. Good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
Fader on the way. Second chance shot. Gasol kicks to Aldridge. And that one's good. Aldridge has got 21 in the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Hayward goes in, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Feeds it to Aldridge. Green, the screen. Aldridge dishes to Leonard. Clock at 6. Shot is off. And it's Utah the other way.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Exum's shot is off. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Aldridge. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Utah timeout called.
And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 9. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they hope to get accomplished with this timeout here.
Hill passes to Burks. He dishes it to Hibbert. The feed to Hill. Over to the left wing. Here's Burks. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Pau, congratulations on the win. Tell us about the approach that the team took tonight in maximizing its effectiveness on the offensive.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, LaMarcus Aldridge. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the